Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And obviously, the last couple of episodes of the Liverpool career mode have been all about the Invitational Cup. We absolutely dominated, and the last episode was called George Bailey, our hero, because we went to a penalty shootout in the final game. I do believe it was against Hoffenheim, and it was a penalty shootout. You can see there, the full-time whistle was blown. It was 2-2, and it went to penalties. And it was the main man, George Bailey, to step up and save 3 out of the 4 penalties that Hoffenheim had. He actually won us the Invitational Cup. He absolutely smashed it. And the game before that, of course, was the game against Porto, where we got a comfortable lead. We won 2-0. It was a pretty decent game. But the first time on this career mode, on Legendary, I have felt a little bit of pressure, and that was from Hoffenheim. And that is why today's episode is going to be massive, because not only are we going to talk about 3 straw polls that you guys voted on in the previous episode, we may have a few players depart in the club today. We've got a game in the FA Community Shield against Spurs. We also have our first game in the Premier League, kicking off the Premier League against Bournemouth. And not only all of those, guys, you'll be hearing me through my brand new professional studio microphone, so it should be nice and crisp. Now, I will have played a little bit at the start of the old microphone with my intro, and then the new microphone with my intro, and hopefully you guys can hear the difference. The next couple of episodes, I'm going to have to play around with the settings. This microphone has a lot, and I mean a lot, of settings. So I'm going to have to play around with it until I get it perfect. But if you guys can let me know what you think of the quality right now, whether you think I need to be louder, quieter, maybe it needs to be a bit more higher pitched, lower pitched, you guys let me know. But like I said, in today's episode, we've got Spurs in the FA Community Shield, which of course, as I explained in the previous episode, the winners of the FA Cup normally play the winners of the Premier League, but because we won both, we then played second position in the Premier League, which of course was Spurs. And then we're kicking off the Premier League with our first game in Season 2 against Bournemouth. And even in the next episode, look at that, we've got Chelsea in the UEFA Super Cup, which is the winner of the Champions League versus the winner of the Europa Cup. And then we have Wolves in the Premier League, then United and Stoke. Stoke have made their way back into the Premier League, so looking forward to seeing what teams got relegated and what teams come up this year. But I think first things we need to do, guys, to recap on what's going on. In a minute, is going to advance in 2 weeks' time all the way to the Spurs game. I'm going to do all the player development, and if any emails come in about selling or buying players, we will cover that. But before we start advancing in any time, we need to go over to the transfer hub so I can refresh your guys' memory on what players may well be about to depart the club. So we've got Nathaniel Phillips, possibly about to leave for £490,000 to Lask Linz. We've got Daniel Sturridge, who we have had an accepted bid from Dortmund for 20 million. They're now just sorting out contracts, so Daniel Sturridge may well also be departing the club. We have an offer in from FC Basel for 3.4 million for Ryan Kent. That's been accepted, and now it's just down to contract talks. And also FC Emmen, which is a team that we just recently played in the Ajax Road to Glory. They, of course, are from the Eredivisie. We've accepted 570,000. He was worth 575,000, but realistically, Bobby Adekanye is not going to get in the team, so we're just waiting to hear back on a contract for him. If we quickly go over to the shortlist, we currently have all these players here, and this is probably the best time now to talk about some of the straw polls. So the first one that I'll put on screen right now was, which right back do we sign? It was between Nelson Semedo and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. You guys have voted, total of 8 votes. 5 of them are being for Nelson Semedo and 3 of them being for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So what we'll do is we'll leave Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the list right now, but we will go in for Semedo. We will try and make our first signing this early into this episode. So what we'll do is we'll approach to buy. We can just negotiate. In fact, we can just not negotiate and pay his actual release clause of 33.7 million, but I'm thinking, no, we may as well negotiate and try and get him for a little bit less. To be honest, guys, when I seen that Nelson Semedo did win on the straw poll, I was thinking about just playing his release clause, because we do have £250 million to spend. So we could either spend it or not spend it. I'm not really sure what we're going to do. I also quickly wanted to, in fact, I'll discuss it with you in a minute, guys. Let's just get on with this transfer fee. So he's valued at 17. We've got the money. Let's just offer 27. I mean, look in that top left. We would still have 230 million left. 27 million. What are we saying? They won 32. Well, you're pushing the boat out a little bit now, aren't you? Let's go again. We've got the money, but I'm just like, I'd rather get a good deal for someone than just pay it for the sake of having the money. 30 million, what about that? There we go. Barcelona's rep has agreed. He thinks it's a fair offer, and we now may well have signed Nelson Semedo for 30 million. I think we'll just jump straight in now to his contract. We may as well negotiate and see what's going down. So, contract talks with Nelson Semedo. He's currently on 120 grand. All right, but let's be realistic. You're coming to Liverpool. You're not at Barcelona, okay? So, let's offer him rotational. He's probably not going to have rotational. Oh, he is? Wow, I didn't think a player of his stature, only 25, 81 overall, didn't think he'd take rotational. He's probably looking at the fact that we've got Trent as the main guy. He's not going to get ahead of him, so I'm glad that he accepted a squad role of rotation. We'll offer him a 5-year contract. They've accepted that. Looks like he wants to move. He doesn't want a release clause. That's fine with us. Don't think he wants to be at Barcelona. He's probably not getting in the team in this career mode. Let's start talking money. So let's just go straight up. Let's offer 80k, let's offer him £500,000 signing on. We've got the money to do it, let's just do it. Try and bring his wage down. Wow. Okay, so I don't like adding bonuses, so let's remove the bonus. If he accepts that, we'll have him 750,000 signing on and 83 grand a week. We'll take that. It's not quite what he was hoping for, but he's accepted. There we go. So we have now just signed already, this early into this episode, Nelson Semedo to play at right back alongside Trent. So happy days. Unfortunately, Aaron Wan-Bissaka won't be coming to Liverpool. He's already at Juve, so I'm sure he's going to do great there, but we can remove him from the shortlist. We may as well just get the transfers out of the way at the start of this episode, guys. So, the next straw poll that you'll see on screen was which centre-back do we sign? It was between Jonathan Tah and Benjamin Pavard. Now, there was 8 total votes. 4 for Jonathan Tah and 4 for Benjamin Pavard. So I think I am going to make the decision, guys, okay? When I'm looking at it, both 23, but there is a difference in 3 overall ratings. We've got Jonathan Tah on 84 and Pavard on 81. So what I'm thinking is, realistically, I feel like Jonathan Tah suits us a lot better when I look at the height and I look at the weight. Benjamin Pavard, a little bit small. He's probably a little bit quicker, a little bit more flair. But Jonathan Tah, I think, he's strong. He's big, he's got power, and I think alongside the likes of Godin and Van Dijk, I think Jonathan Tah suits this Liverpool team the best, and that is exactly why I'm going to sign Jonathan Tah. So if we click into him, he's valued at 26 million. We've got the money. Let's get involved. Let's get over to Bayer Leverkusen, and let's get this done. So Bayer Leverkusen's rep is here. Let's get this business done. So it's valued at 26. Let's offer 32. Let's see if they bite on that. That's a decent start, I think. 32 million. They want more. They want 35.8 and a sell-on clause. So let's counter, remove the sell-on clause, propose a new one. Let's bring it down to 30. Let's go 34. We've got the money. I mean, even if we buy him for that, we've still got 191. There we go. Fair offer. And we've now got a deal done, hopefully, for Jonathan Tah, as long as we can sort out contract situation. So let's go ahead and negotiate a contract. Let's just get through this. We want to get the transfers out the way, and we want to get into some games, especially considering we've got Spurs in the FA Community Shield. And here is Jonathan Tah with his agents. We want an important squad role. Just because I'm a little bit cheeky, I'm going to ask, will he be rotational? He might not. That's not going to work. That's completely fine. He wants to be important. Okay, that's not a problem. We can offer him that. We may as well offer him a rotational just in case he does accept it, and then it's a little bit easier for us. He wants 5 years. We'll give him 5 years. That's not a problem. Disregard the release clause. Yep, they're happy with that. He wants 61,000 a week, a signing on bonus of 590k, and he also wants 1.5 million every 15 clean sheets. So let's counter. Remove the bonus. Then what we'll do is we'll take this down, just because I don't want 61. I'd rather 60. I prefer, whole numbers, guys. And then we'll take this up to 700. Is that looking a little bit more tasty for you, Jonathan Tah? It's not quite what his client wants, but he's accepted it. 60,000 a week and a £700,000 signing on bonus. There we go. Within the matter of 3 or 4 minutes, we've just signed Nelson Semedo and Jonathan Tah. There we go. So we can now remove Benjamin Pavard. Wish him all the best of luck at Sevilla and with France as well for his international club. And the final straw poll that you will see on screen now is who should be the captain in the Liverpool career mode season 2. At the top with 6 votes, which I thought he was going to get it, it is Virgil van Dijk. In second place, it is joint between 3 players, and that is Trent, Henderson, and Firmino. So there was 9 people that voted. 6 of them have voted for Van Dijk. The rest of the team, now, a few people did say, Brad, this straw poll was massive. It was, guys, because I listed every single player in case there was someone else that you guys wanted me to have or wanted me to select to have the captain's armband for Season 2. Van Dijk has won by 5 votes, so we will now go over to the squad hub. If I think it's the squad, do we go to the squad hub? Might actually be going into the team, actually. And if we go over to roles, captain, and there we go, Virgil van Dijk already has it. So he is going to be the captain for Season 2. If he doesn't play, I'm probably either going to give it to Trent, Henderson or Firmino, with them being second in the straw poll. But no one else voted for any other player. So there we go. The 3 straw polls are done. We've signed 2 brand new players. I think we're doing well so far, guys. We're about to kick off the Premier League as well as playing the FA Cup Community Shield. I am excited for this. So I think what I'm going to do now, guys, is do the player development, move on in a little bit of time. If any emails come in, if we sell any players, I will make sure to leave it in the video. And just another 2 days later, and we've had some more big news. First of all, Phillips' transfer talks broke down, no surprise there. We've had a transfer offer in again for Kent of 2.95 million. So we have 2.7. We'd like a little bit more than that, so what I'll do is just delegate and say, look, if you come up to, let's go 3.2 and sell him for no less than that, that's fine. And that is the big news there. Daniel Sturridge and his agent have agreed on personal terms with Dortmund. The deal to sell Daniel Sturridge for 20 million has been finalised, and the board have allocated us 17 million. Not like we need the money, but there we go, guys. We've got Daniel Sturridge. A little bit of a sick note, but we've got him off the books. And of course, we've just had Anderson Talisca come in as a backup for Bobby, so looking forward to that. Again, guys, advancing some more time. I also might just quickly mention now that a few of you guys have been asking about the fan objectives. What you guys could do to help me out, obviously I said in episode 40, we're going to cover it and see if we've ticked off any of the boxes yet. Then in 45, episode 50, episode 55, episode 60, so every 5 episodes, we'll come back to the fan objectives and see if we've completed any of them or we're close to completing any of them. If you guys want to help out, that'd be great. So let's say we score a goal with Van Dijk. You guys could say, Brad, you've scored 1 goal with a defender, hashtag fan objectives, and then I can search through the comment section and you guys can help me out. So obviously one of them was you guys get, I think it was a hoodie if we score 5 goals with defenders. Every time I score with a defender, whether that's the left back, the right back, the 2 centre backs, doesn't really matter. Anytime we score one of those players, you guys can let me know and say, Brad, Van Dijk's just scored the first, hashtag fan objectives, and then I can search through. It just saves me a little bit of time going through all the videos, but that's how I'm planning on doing it. When we get to episode 40, I'm going to go from episode 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, write down the scorers, write down whatever, and see if we complete any of the fan objectives. But just thought I'd leave that in there, guys. If you want to help out with the hashtag fan objectives, that would be absolutely awesome. But again, I'm just going to advance in some more time, do all the player development, and see if we sell on any other players. Right, guys, and here we are now, about to face off against Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Community Shield, and possibly about to grab our second piece of silverware already into this career mode. We obviously won the Invitational Cup, and we could be about to lift the FA Community Shield. I've also just been going through the squad and setting it up, and I'm just going to say now, guys, we have got some absolutely unbelievable depth throughout the whole squad now. Pretty much every position has at least 3 players that can play there, which is exactly what we need because we've got a lot of competitions. Of course, we've already won the Invitational Cup. We could be about to win the FA Cup Community Shield. We've then got the FA Cup. We've got the Carabao Cup. We've got the Europa Super League Cup against Chelsea. We've got the Champions League. We've got the Premier League. There's 7 trophies, 7 pieces of silverware up for grab this year. So we need to make sure we have a good depth in the squad. And especially because in Season 1, I do believe we got very lucky with injuries. There wasn't any major injuries, anyone out for months. Where if you guys are watching the Ajax Road to Glory, you'll see, the last 2 episodes, we've had 3 injuries. All of them being for, I do believe it was 2 months, I think 2 months, and possibly a month. And that has really, really hit us hard because especially with our main striker being Kasper Dolberg, now we have no other striker that can play up top. So I'm probably going to have to play a central attacker midfielder there. Whereas with the Liverpool career mode, we don't have that problem. We have plenty of players that can play in each position. But this is the lineup that I'm putting out against Spurs for the FA Community Shield. And this is probably the lineup that I am going to play the most of when it comes to Premier League games, competition games. This is pretty much the starting 11 that I think I'm going to try and stick with. I know we've got a lot of new players that have come in, like Godin that could easily get in that team. We've also got Anderson Talisca. We got Aaron Ramsey. Plenty of loads of new players, but I want to try and keep it as close to the Liverpool team as I can, and obviously then just rotate them with the other players we've brought in. So this is probably going to be the main starting 11 that you guys see in most of the games, unless of course we have to rotate it, and that is Mane on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on that right wing, Gini Wijnaldum and Naby Keita linking up in the central midfield, Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, Robertson and Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with of course Alisson in goal. And without any further ado, guys, I'm ready to get into this Spurs game. We're now properly kicking off. We're about to kick off the Premier League. We've already got another piece of silverware that we might be about to win if we can beat Spurs. We've got to remember, we're on Legendary. It's not going to be easy. A few of you guys are already telling me to go up difficulty in the Ajax career mode. If I feel the same in the Liverpool career mode, but we've got a lot harder opponents. You've got the likes of Spurs who've got Harry Kane, Eriksen, Dele Alli, Son, loads and loads of good talent, all 80 rated plus, whereas in the Eredivisie, the Ajax Road to Glory, they're all 70 rated players, so that's why it probably looks a little bit easier. But let's go ahead and get into this game at Wembley Stadium against Spurs. It is Virgil van Dijk to captain this team, and let's just hope we can absolutely annihilate them and lift the FA Community Shield. And here we go. A proper match now. Not pre-season. No messing around with that. We've finally got our main players back as well. Obviously in pre-season, a lot of our players were away with the international team. But now we've got our original, our main starting 11 back. And I am looking forward to this. The beautiful stadium that, of course, is Wembley. And I hope in 90 minutes time we will be lifting the FA Community Shield. This is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. I am excited for this game, and especially now because it's proper games now. It's not pre-season against clubs all over the world. It is proper football now. I'm not saying pre-season is not proper football, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean. We're playing proper Premier League teams. Big clubs with 80 plus rated players. We're playing on Legendary. It's Bobby Firmino to get us kicked off. Let's get into this first half and see what damage we can do. Hit down to Harry Kane. Oh, look at this. They're going to be through here. Spurs are going to be through. Brandt. Big save there from Alisson. And I think he does put that onto the post, or does he just hit the post? Let's watch the replay. Brandt hits it. No, Alisson doesn't get there. Hits the post. Trent going to look to put a ball in now. Ball in. Looking for Mane. Mane to try and head it down. Victor Wanyama clears away to Lamela, and the referee blows for half time at the Wembley Stadium. I would say it's been very level. I think Spurs have probably had one or two clear-cut chances. We've had one or two clear-cut chances, but I definitely think we've been the better team. We've had more possession. Wow, it actually shows stat-wise that we have had the better chances. I am sure it is only a matter of time, but I think I am going to make our first change, and it is going to be Gini Wijnaldum, who has been great so far, but his energy is looking a little bit low, and it's going to be for the new man Aaron Ramsey. We did play a little bit with him in pre-season. We'll bring him on alongside Naby Keita just ahead of Fabinho and see what he can do. I think later on into this game, if we do go 1 or 2-0 up, it's going to be Anderson Talisca for Roberto Firmino and possibly Junior or Sessegnon for either Mane or Salah. But it's all about keeping the fitness throughout this starting 11, because this is the main starting 11. We want to keep them nice and fit, nice and rotated. But for now, let's jump back into the second half, hopefully push on for a goal, and then we can look at making some changes in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Don't let Eriksen come forward. Here comes Lamela now. Lamela into Harry Kane. Let's get in there. Here's Eriksen. Virgil van Dijk with a big block. Still going to land at the feet of Eriksen. A ball into the middle. That's a good ball. Alisson punches off the line. Wow, and Julian Brandt nearly putting Spurs 1-0 up there. Trent's going to be a lot tighter to his man. Alisson literally palms it off the line. Let's go, Mane. Nicely done. Mane to Bobby. Playing it through. Salah first time. Bobby this time. Straight into the hands of Hugo Lloris. And I tell you what, Spurs are coming forwards now. We've got to be careful here. We've got to be careful here. They're coming forwards. And here comes Harry Kane. Harry Kane gets a shot off. And Harry Kane doesn't miss many chances from their Spurs. Oh, 1-0 up. Alisson should probably do a little bit better from his near post there, but Harry Kane with an absolute rocket. It was 3-on-3. Beautiful bit of football there from Spurs. Harry Kane rockets that one into the back of the net, and we do find ourselves trailing 1-0 after Harry Kane puts an absolutely screamer into the back of the net. Come on, lads, we've got to dig deep here. Let's go into Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino laying it off now to Ramsey. Ramsey looking to put Mane in. Here's Mane. Mane looks to ride his man. Referee! And he's pointed to the spot. I'm not sure who this right back is, but he's had 2 attempts here where he could have given penalties away. The first one I didn't ride. The second one I didn't mean to. I tried to do a bit of skill and he comes sliding in, and it is going to be a Liverpool penalty. And I think it is going to be Mohamed Salah to take this one. Salah to step up from the spot. Mohamed Salah looks to make it 1-1. Hits it straight into the hands of Lloris. Salah is denied. Anderson Talisca looking to break him forwards. Here goes Talisca. Talisca with a little bit of skill. Looks to hit one. Talisca, and again. Talisca. Referee. How is that not a penalty there? And here comes Eric Dyer still on the ball. Come on, lads. We've got to do something here. And here comes Spurs breaking forwards. Now here comes Lamela. Lamela into the middle. Gets the shot off. It's 2-0. It's an own goal from Ramsey. Talisca is still on the ball. Mane was taken out. Here's Salah. Playing it through now. Looking around the corner for Ramsey. Nice little ball, and now Talisca's there. And he's drilled it wide. And surely the referee is going to blow for full time any minute. Ball into the middle. Tell you what, they're probably looking for a third here. Coming forwards. Wow. I didn't even realise they had Draxler, but it is Julian Draxler to put them 3-0 in the 94th minute. Although there was only meant to be 3 minutes added on. We're into the 94th minute and they've been able to score another goal. Well, considering how much we dominated in Season 1, now we have turned it up to legendary. The referee is going to blow, and there we go, he does. We lose to Spurs in the FA Community Shield. That is a sickener.
Friendly competition, in all honesty, out on that pitch, but the serious stuff is around the corner.
I am absolutely gutted. And Vertonghen was wearing the captain's armband. He will be the one to lift the FA Community Shield. Some of you guys will say this is a Mickey Mouse Cup, but you know what, to me, every piece of silverware is worth going for. And we've lost to Spurs. I'm not even going to watch them celebrate. Right, and here we are, guys, at match day, where we are about to face off against Bournemouth at home, in front of the home fans. And I am looking forward to this. Just quickly, look at Ajax there. Labiad scores 3 for the match ball, of course. If you guys haven't checked out the Ajax Road to Glory, definitely go and give it a watch. I also noticed that as well. Expectations high for Upamecano debut for Bournemouth. That is a player that we have in the Ajax agreement. And also Arsenal have signed Yuri Tielemans. So if we did want to go in for him, it is not possible anymore. But I'm excited for this first Premier League game against Bournemouth. I am going in with pretty much the same team, just one player has been changed. You can see we've got Mane on that left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on that right wing, Gini Wijnaldum linking up with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in the central midfield, Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, Robertson at Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with of course Alisson in goal. Now you guys will have seen that I swapped Naby Keita for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's just to keep the team a little bit changed. I want to rotate it a little bit. Naby Keita is fully fit. He's on the bench and will probably make his way into the team in the second half, but I want to keep it nice and rotated. And also, I know you guys might be thinking, Brad, you've got Diego Godin, you've got Talisca, you've got Ramsey. Why are they not in the team? And it's as simple as this, guys. The Ajax Road to Glory is as unrealistic as you guys want it, and that's what we've been doing. You guys have been making all the decisions. But when it comes to the Liverpool career mode, I want to keep it a little bit realistic, because with all the money we've got right now, we could sell that whole starting 11 there and make a brand new starting 11, and it wouldn't even look like Liverpool's team. We could have like Ronaldo out on the left wing. We could have Messi on the right wing. We could have Suarez at striker. We could have Toni Kroos in the midfield. We could have, you know, all these different players in the actual Liverpool team now, but it wouldn't look like a Liverpool team. Whereas when I look at that team, every single player right there is a Liverpool player, and that's what I like. I want to keep it realistic, and I want to keep most of the Liverpool main starting 11 in the team, and that's exactly what I'm going to plan to do. The players that I have brought in are to play in, you know, the cup games, to rotate them if the players aren't fully fit, to play in Champions League and stuff like that. But nevertheless, we're going to jump into this game, guys. Super excited for it, ready to kick off the Premier League. I'm just hoping this game does not reflect how we just played against Spurs, because we really struggled. 2 or 3 decent attempts. We just didn't bury them. We didn't play well enough. And also, do you know what? I remembered now, somebody left a comment. I don't know if it was Royal. I don't know if it's MTA Plays. Somebody left a comment saying, Brad, will you please play in your third kit? You never play in your third kit. I will do that just for you. Even though we're at home and we should play in our red kit, we will play in our third kit, and we will put Bournemouth in their home kit, and I'm wondering, are we going to play against Upamecano? Of course, we signed in the Ajax career mode. Will he be starting for Bournemouth? Also, guys, when we're saying there about the team, if a new player comes into Liverpool, Klopp is not just going to put them straight into that position. Let's say we brought Toni Kroos in. Toni Kroos isn't just going to knock the likes of Gino Wijnaldum, Milner, Henderson, Naby Keita, Fabinho. He's not just going to knock them up the team just because he's got a high value or he's a high rated player. That's not how football works. They slowly get encouraged into the team. Maybe they do eventually become a starting, number one. Look at Fabinho. Fabinho last season was not the main CDM really. It was mainly Henderson. Now Fabinho has that number one spot. If they play well for me, they will definitely get into the team. But let's go ahead and get into this game against Bournemouth. We are at Anfield. The home fans should be behind us. And hopefully we can bag our first 3 points in the Premier League. Well, I would like a different result to the last game we just played because, well, we got dominated on Legendary against Spurs. Surely against Bournemouth we're going to do a little bit better though. I mean, we've got to remember, I keep saying it guys, we're on Legendary. Legendary is not the easiest. Nathan Ake is wearing the captain's armband. Is Upamecano next to him though? That is the question. Oh, I think he is. I think Upamecano might well be playing. Here we go. We've got to do this, lads. It is once again Bobby Firmino to kick us off. Let's get into this first half. The home fans are behind us. Let's give them a bit of action, guys, and give them a show. Let's get this kicked off and hopefully be going at half time with a little bit of a decent lead. Fabinho. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain looks to dance his man. Played it through now to Salah. Salah on the inside. He's there. Begovic with a huge save. That was a nice bit of vision there from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Upamecano putting it forward now to Sir Eric Suarez. Oh, look at this. They're in behind here. And they're in. And it's in the back of the net. Lewis Cook with an absolutely incredible volley. And we're already 1-0 down.
His technique is perfect.
I did not prepare for this, ladies and gentlemen. No wonder I thought I was doing well on the Ajax career mode. Bang. Nice half volley from Lewis Cook, and what a goal. Can't take that away from him. Play it into middle now to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Round the corner to Gino Wijnaldum, to Bobby Firmino. Round to the Ox. Ox hit it first time. There we go. There we go. Finally. First decent attack we've had, and it is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to score the first Liverpool goal in Season 2. And we needed that. It took us 13 minutes since they went 1-0 up. We've needed it. And finally we've got it. Bobby Firmino getting the assist. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on a very difficult angle, to be honest. But batters it past Begovic. Finally we're back on level terms. Throw this ball out. Here's Robertson. Play it through now to Gino Wijnaldum. Gino Wijnaldum straight up to Mane. And that is a beautiful bit of counter-attack football. Here comes Mane. Cutting back into Bobby. Bobby Firmino. Salah hits the crossbar. Bobby's to get there. Oh, look at this. How has Begovic kept that out? Oh, look at this. They're coming forward. This isn't good. Cedric Suarez puts it over the bar. Wow. We are struggling. What shocks me is the team that was playing in pre-season are playing a lot better than the usual starting 11 for Liverpool right now. Gonna have to change this up. We need a little bit more flair in the midfield. Gino Wijnaldum off for Aaron Ramsey. I think eventually... I'm just going to make that change for now. It's so difficult. I'm trying to think what we need going forwards, but also Van Dijk and Gomez, the partnership just isn't there right now. I'm really not sure what is going on, but maybe it's just pre-season nerves. Maybe it's because it's our first game in the Premier League. Hopefully in this second half the nerves will have gone and we can push on and look for a second, because right now things are not looking great. Is Salah holding this ball up round the corner now to Ramsey. Ramsey round to Salah. Come on, Salah. Salah looks to cut back onto his left foot. Bends one. Salah's put us 2-1 up. That is what we needed. Our Egyptian king, Mohamed Salah. He didn't score too many in the first season, but I'm thinking in this second season he's going to score 20 plus, no problem. Mohamed Salah puts us 2-1 up against Bournemouth. He done well. He's got a lot to do. He cuts back inside. Nathan Ake doesn't get tight to him. He gets it onto his left foot and finesses it past Begovic into that top left corner. Boom. Side netting. Every single time they get on an attack, I'm on the edge of my seat. It was not like this in Season 1. Here comes Moreno. Lerma. Playing it back through now to Santa. Gets a shot off. It's 2-2.
What a lovely move that was.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. 86 minutes in, it's 2-2. We lose 3-0 to Spurs. We're now level terms with Bournemouth.
Small fry they might be.
This is like the Liverpool. I'm watching the Liverpool team from 2016/17, where we just throw silly points away against the teams that we should dominate. Fabinho, Naby Keita, Salah, through now to Junior, through, Junior! Oh, it should be 3-2! It should be 3-2! Cleared away, and surely the referee, he does.
That is the final whistle from the referee.
Our first game in the Premier League against Bournemouth, and we've drew 2-2.
With a point apiece, and it's better than losing.
Yeah, I don't think either
We
team
threw it away
had
in the
their best here
86th
today.
minute.
Both missed chances and, yeah, take away a point and move on, I think.
Gomez looking absolutely gutted, and so am I. Cannot believe that the 87th minute. They are the only 4 highlights to 4 goals. And here we are, guys, back at the Central. And I'm really not looking forward to this game against Chelsea in the UEFA Super Cup in just 3 days' time. But I suppose we're going to look on the bright side. You guys said that I absolutely flew it in the first season playing on world class. Now we're on legendary. Surely you guys are thinking, this is better. More of a challenge for Brad. He's just lost to Spurs, so he's not going to win all his trophies this year. He's just drawn to Bournemouth for his first game. Surely that is showing you guys that legendary is a lot more difficult in the Liverpool career mode than it is in the Ajax Road to Glory, because I definitely felt more pressure and a lot more of a difficult game there than I do in the Ajax Road to Glory. But we're quickly going to jump over to the office. There is a few emails we need to discuss. So first things first, we've had a transfer offer from Wolves. They're interested in purchasing Joel Matip for 17.3 million. Now, we did do a straw poll asking you guys, do you want me to move on Lovren or Matip? And Matip was the player you guys want me to sell. So I think what we're going to do is, he's valued at 18 million. I didn't realise he was worth that much. So we're actually going to delegate and try and get a little bit more money. So we'll start it at, let's go 22.5. And we want no less than 19. Let's see if Wolves will be interested in that. We've also had a transfer offer from Danny Ings. I did go back and negotiate it and delegate it. They've now come back and said that they will accept the £10 million I asked for. So we'll go ahead and accept that. So there we go. Danny Ings could be on his way out. And we've also had a loan offer in from Bournemouth for Dominic Solanke. Now, if Bournemouth hadn't beat us then, I'd have probably sent him out, but because they just pulled it back, or say beat us, they didn't beat us, we drew, but the fact they pulled it back to a 2-2, I'm going to reject it. Bournemouth, you're not having Solanke, because when it comes up to us playing you again, Solanke will probably score a hat-trick and make my life a lot harder than it needs to be. But I think that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. The only thing I've got to say now is, what do you think on the quality of the microphone? Remember, this is a professional studio microphone. It will take me a little bit of time to mess around with all the settings, all the different volumes and stuff like that. But maybe me just plugging it in and messing around like I have already, maybe you guys think this is good enough quality and I don't need to mess with it anymore. I would highly appreciate if you guys can let me know down below in the comment section whether you think it's nice and crisp, nice and clear, and whether you think I don't need to touch the microphone, it sounds perfect how it is. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.